Right now, this storm looks like it's going to be headed for millions of people. It's going to be a transitioning system, meaning that perfect storm type scenario. We just got the 11 o'clock advisory. It was a Category 3 major hurricane overnight.
I'm gonna show you how to take care of ya. Show you how to take care of ya. YouTube, what's up, man? What that brush do? You already know what's going down in the green room, man. I got a good video for y'all today. Today, I'm gonna be teaching y'all how to hook your swirl on that right side. I'm gonna be breaking down how to hook that right side. I know it give a lot of guys that try to get the swirl problems. So what I'm gonna do is just give you a quick breakdown, a couple techniques on how you can hook that right side, because that's really what makes or breaks your swirl, unless your swirl goes the other way, but we ain't gonna talk about that today. But what you're gonna need today, you're gonna need you a comb. I like combs, like we're gonna use a comb like this right here, the long, just a regular plain comb, man. Get you a comb like this. If you don't, if you got a rat tail comb will do too, but this is the comb I'm gonna be using today. And I got me 3 brushes. I got a Diane 8159 for my hard. Got the royalty, brown royalty for my medium. And I got the Torino Pro soft, black and white salty for my soft. So let's go ahead and get into this video. The number one thing you gotta make sure is your hair is at curl length. A lot of wavers, they want their hair to hook, but if your hair isn't long enough, it's not gonna hook. So as you recently saw that I did a 1.5, so my hair was a little lower than curl length at that point right there. So I just been doing the same thing I always do. Every time I cut down low, it my depth kind of disappear. So it's trying to come back a little bit, but what you want to do is start out with your comb. You want to start out with your comb. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to comb and I'm actually, see how I'm hooking that right side? You hook your right. And then once you get here, kind of go up, but you got to bring it back down. Kind of, it's like a hook. You bringing it up right there. Hook, hook, hook. Make sure you get the outside too. You want to bring your outside straight down like that right there. Bring it straight down. That come around. To get that part right there, the swirl, you got to hook it. So when you get there, you it's like kind of like a flick of your wrist. Hook. Now, I always start out with my hard brush, because that's the brush that's going to get your hair moving in the direction you want it to the fastest. I'm going to do the same motion with my brush. But you have to be careful that you don't keep doing that, because you'll cause a fork over here. So you have to come back and straighten out your side like that right there. But just keep hooking like that right there. Some people try to go all the way across on your swirl. You don't want to go all the way across. You want to go kind of like halfway across. So once I come off my swirl, I'm only going halfway. Now this section over here is a section all by itself right here. What you do on this right side, is going to affect everything else. So you have to keep that in mind, that you don't want, because if I keep coming off of here, it'll affect this side. If I keep hooking this, it's going to mess up this area too. And then you got to figure out how you're going to hook that side right there. We're not going to talk about this side over here because this is a totally different story than this side. So I'm just going to do how you break down this side, and then I do how you break down the other side. Okay, I'm done with the hard brush. I'm just get my comb and comb it back out. And what this does is like it's like a depth creating technique. Because once you see my waves are puffing up in lines, and all that's all the comb does. It's making my waves line up, and then I'm gonna come back with the brush and lay it back down. So you see how I'm hooking it. I'm just keep hooking it. And I'm gonna just switch up my brush. Like I say, you don't want to keep hooking it. You want to also make sure you follow through on some strokes. Then you can come back like that right there and get the bottom part of the hook. You want to kind of come off and go sideways. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna get my comb. Last time. Again, it's making my waves pop up in lines. Make sure I get a good hook on. Now I just grab my soft brush. Finish. But yeah, man, that's gonna wrap up this video, man. I hope it helps some of y'all out there. I know some of y'all already swirl, probably already better than mine, man. But anyways, appreciate y'all taking the time to watch this video, man. You already know, man, before I go, I got to let you know, if you ain't got you none, you better grab a brush and get you some, huh? Hurricane in the green room. We out of here.